Hello, this is Jess from Soul Star Healing and Tarot. Thank you so much for being here today. Um, First of all, I just want to say thank you or to all of you, anyone that has been watching. I've only been here for about 2 weeks and I'm, definitely adjusting into reading on camera. And I'm just so grateful and appreciative to you guys for watching. It means a lot. Also, when I did the eclipse reading and I was talking about crystals that help with masculine and feminine energy, I could not find my ametrine, which I did find. I must have moved it up onto a shelf. I have behind this wall here. I have a meditation room, and that's where I keep all of my crystals. So, just quickly, if you didn't watch that video, please feel free. It's the solar eclipse in Aries video. And at the end, I talk about some crystals that work well with balancing masculine and feminine energy. And this is the ametrine here. So you can see it has amethyst, and then you can see the yellow of the citrine that comes in. I work with these in pairs, one on the solar plexus, one on the third eye, or one in each hand. And it really helps connect that solar plexus gut intuition to the third eye intuition. Okay. But really it can also help with our masculine and feminine energies, but especially in strengthening our capacity to work spiritually and intuitively. Okay. So, with that said, we are going to do another reading using the gods and goddesses oracle to find out who is guiding this reading for us. This is all Hindu gods and goddesses, and then all the oracle cards will be based on Hindu themes. And yeah, so we're going to get going. Let's see who's guiding this reading for us. Oops. Okay, Spirit, may we have one card of the spiritual energy guiding this reading today. Dropping. Okay. That already looks like a very long name that I'm going to have a hard time saying. Okay. Ardhanarishwar. Ardhanarishwar, the divine androgen. She dances to create the world while more masculine and feminine energy balancing here. She dances to create the world while he dances to wind it all up. She is the mother of the universe. He is the only father. I bow down to Shiva and Shivani. Felicity in married life, or these are the blessings. Felicity in married life, raising the Kundalini energy, transcendental knowledge of universal oneness, ability to harmonize opposing viewpoints or forces. All right, lots of balance here. Again, the blessings are felicity in marriage, raising the Kundalini energy, and that came up in Lakshmi's reading as well. So that could be very important for us right now. Transcendental knowledge of universal oneness, ability to harmonize opposing viewpoints or forces. Beautiful. And there's the card. So that's like Shiva and Shakti energy. Beautiful. I absolutely love that. Okay. Spirit, may we have two cards from the Mike Wilcox Tower and Oracle here. This is just the major arcana and the zodiac cards. Two cards, please, to guide our reading. We have the sun again, and I'm about 99.9% certain that the sun came out with Lakshmi's reading as well. So Capricorn and the sun. Capricorn. So I have my moon in Capricorn. I think my Pallas Athena is in Capricorn as well. Love me some Capricorn energy. They're like the wood witches to me, like that energy of like the witch in the woods that kind of has all of that earthly elemental connection. Love that energy. So with Capricorn, you may be very involved in a project right now that you're looking to kind of use for a means of growth. Also, Capricorn is very masculine, Saturn energy. So there may be a need to work with your masculine energy. You may be having um, some things that you are dealing with, positive or negative, with a father figure. You may have somebody right now that is a mentor for you, that is like a father figure that's important and relevant in your life right now. But generally, with Capricorn, the focus is building financial and material security on this earth. Capricorn came out in one of the other readings recently, and with my moon in Capricorn, my love language, like especially with my son, is making sure he is provided for. That is a very important thing for Capricorn energy. Okay. I would never allow my son to not have food, to not have electricity, to not have the things that I think he needs to survive. Okay. So there's a big emphasis right here on creating security. Okay, whether you're a male or a female. Again, my moon sign is in Capricorn, so I take on those, whether you know those energies, whether I'm male or female. But my love language, my emotional energy, is creating security. The sun, and it looks like, for you, creating all of that is where your optimism comes from. So you could be very, again, work oriented right now, trying to create an atmosphere in your life where you feel free of financial stresses or security stresses in any way, or bringing in relationships in your life that bring that feeling to you. But this is, just an extreme optimistic energy, very free, very radiant, working in your like very high vibration and attracting that into your life. All of the energies that this card has are available to you, and you're have the potential to bring those types of energies towards yourself. Okay, with the people that come into your life that you interact with. Okay, Spirit, may we have 3 cards. This is the Star Maiden Tarot, 3 cards of guidance. Okay. And also that Sun card is a Leo card. Okay. So being brave, courageous, loyal, all of the things that, are aspects of that Capricorn card, just a little bit different with that, with Leo. Leo's a little more free, and maybe takes things a little less seriously than the Capricorn does. Okay. Well, this is amazing. So we're starting with the Star. Okay. Then we have the Emperor, more of that male energy, masculine energy, and Queen of Swords. Okay. Spirit, may I have 3 cards of guidance from, this is the Dreamy Moons Tarot. Okay. Thank you. So, 8 of Swords, another Star, and the King of Swords. So we have Queen of Swords, King of Swords. 2 stars and an Emperor. This is the Zodiac Tarot. Spirit, may we have 3 cards of guidance. Thank you. We have a Hanged Man and a High Priestess. I'm going to keep those together here. We're gonna make that a 2-card card. Okay, so now we have a 4 of Cups, an Empress and the Emperor, Queen of Swords, King of Swords, and then even here we have the Hanged Man and the High Priestess. Okay, Shiva, Shakti. Okay, the balance, the counterparts are everywhere. All right. Okay. So the Star card. That's our energetic alignment. Okay. That is, I can show you in this card, the 7 chakras and the soul star chakra. Okay. We are vibrating at a very high vibration. Okay. All of our chakras are in alignment, and we're able to even reach up to that soul star chakra, which is that chakra that's 6 inches above the head, to receive more healing and information from the higher spiritual vibrations. Okay. It looks to me like this is the energy the universe is trying to bring to us right now, but we're a little bit stuck in our minds and we're stuck a little bit emotionally. Keep focusing on this healing and energetic vibration. Very, very, very important that you don't get stuck in your head. Don't put yourself in this prison in your mind. Okay. Don't keep yourself a prisoner of your mind and your thoughts and your fears about the future and your issues with the past. Okay. Everything is here to help us learn. So even if there's been some difficulty in the past with relationships, decisions, um, you know, that is all an opportunity for you to grow from. Okay. And definitely not a reason for you to keep yourself prisoner in your mind. Okay. And when you're doing that, you're not able to vibrate at a vibration where you're able to see that the universe is here helping you, right? We have the Ace of Cups here. You're not going to see that if you're in a place in your mind where you're blindfolded. Okay. So take the blindfold off. Don't be in this place of complacency where you're focusing on how well somebody else is doing, the partner somebody else has. Oh, their family looks perfect. Look at, they're always on vacation. My life is so boring. I don't have anything. Like, all of that type of thinking is not going to allow you to receive this healing from spirit, and for you to align your energy so that people are connected to you and your vibration and noticing you, right? The reason why, like, people will say, oh, the star cards here, you could become famous, which, I don't really get stuck on those ideas. I try to work with the tarot in a more in-depth, or with a more in-depth purpose. But the reason why that potential is there is because the universe is matching the energy that you've healed yourself into. Okay. So focus on this energy and find ways that you can stay out of your mind to lower your vibration and not use your emotional state to keep all of these gifts from coming to you. All right. Don't compare yourself. Maybe stay off of social media. that never helps anyone feel better about themselves. Like, there's so many things on there that just portray people's lives in the most perfect way. And that's not the reality. And 9 out of 10 times, it's not the reality for those people either. Okay. Don't believe everything you see. So here's, again, more support from the universe if you want to connect with this energy and not stay emotionally complacent and in your mind self-sabotaging. Okay. Let me show you what I'm seeing right now. These are your two options. You can choose this and have, a little like a mediocre star moment. Okay. Or you can choose this emperor and empress in your star moment. Okay. Because the same energy is available to you here that is available to you here. But what you choose to do with that energy is going to greatly impact the outcome for you. Okay. And this emperor is an Aries card, but not much of a different energy than Capricorn. Okay. That bossing up, very father like, grounded energy. He knows how to lead people. He has all the qualities of the other of the kings, right? He's knows how to use his sword. He knows how to use his pentacle. He knows how to use his cup, and he knows how to use his wand. And he does it for the greatest and highest good of everybody in his kingdom. Okay. You see here, he has this white light in his solar plexus. Okay. His sense of self is on point. It's not even yellow like a solar plexus resonates at. It is white light. That is high, high, high vibrational frequency. So pure, so pure. All right. And again, he knows how to lead himself and others. He does it with integrity. He does it with emotional support. He does it in a grounded way. And he's an enthusiastic support system and leader. Okay. He's not stuck in his head. You think he's going to do that to himself? Absolutely not. He's not going to blindfold himself and imprison himself in his mind. Not what he's going to do. He's not going to look at the opportunities being given to him and go, well, I'd like one that's a little better. And why did she get that one? I wanted this. No. All right. This is like Veruca Salt energy. Absolutely not. No Verucas. No Verucas. So he knows who he is. Okay. We have our Empress. Again, high, high, high vibrational feminine energy. She is grounded to the earth. She can work in the earthly realm. She can work with the earthly spirits and energies that are available to her. But that's, with her Taurus connection, but she's also Libra. So she can work in the higher realms. She can work in the spirit realms. She, could probably sit with an angel on one side and a fairy on the other, and she's perfectly in control of that conversation. Okay. Venus, she's creating beauty. She loves to share the beauty and her harvest and her abundance with other people. Okay. So high vibrational, so creative, so nurturing, this perfect balance here. Okay. With a Shiva and Shakti energy, the beautiful, beautiful cosmic balance. If you choose to have that energy around you or live in that energy, it's available to you. And then comes again this healing. But now this star is going to bring so much more to you than this star because you're working in higher vibrational energies. Okay? Which one do you want? Because it seems like you have the ability to make the choice. And it seems pretty clear which choice is the better one to make. But I'm not here to judge, right? We don't judge, and we all have moments of getting stuck. Okay, well, let's start with these two. Queen of Swords, King of Swords. He works from his solar plexus and his throat chakra. She works from her heart space and her throat chakra. Both are able to receive very high vibrational information from the ether. Okay. That's where he has, especially, is known to have so much integrity and clarity and ability to communicate. She does as well. And you can see all the butterflies around her, right? Her words transform people. Okay. These are all the little people that she's guiding from that heart space with her throat chakra. Okay. She's transforming them all. All right. Both have access to higher vibrational information from that throat chakra that they can share with people and lead people and guide people. That is available to you right now with beautiful integrity, beautiful ways of explaining things to people that help them heal, okay, and help them grow, all right, with a full ability to stay in that high vibration of that solar plexus, in that high vibration of that heart, and the high vibration of the throat chakra. Beautiful, beautiful energies. And now we're in this place of big energies to work with here, right? Now you have this ability to look at things differently, okay? You're not doing this anymore. Now, when you take your time out to think, it's no longer a prison, it's a choice, okay? You choose to suspend yourself. You choose to see things from all different perspectives. You look at, why is this happening? Why did that happen? Why am I doing this? What's another way that I can see it that'll help me be in the highest vibrational energy of this star card? So I attract more high vibration to me. People are mirroring my energy back to me. I'm the emperor and the empress, and I'm the star. I'm this high vibrational queen of swords and this high vibrational king of swords. All right. I mean, it's all the epitome of the sun energy. So now, especially with these throat chakra cards, when you're sitting in this Pisces energy of the hangman, what you're able to process in your mind is only that which is going to serve you at the highest level. You're not, again, no more of this. This is an ascension process, okay? And it's a big deal. When you change the way you think about things, it completely redirects your life, okay? Because if you're having negative thoughts all the time, that leads you into directions that have that same vibration. If you're looking at things from a higher perspective and a different perspective, you're able to, even something that's difficult, even something that's challenging, you're able to process that into a learning experience that now becomes high vibrational for you. And then here you are, our high priestess. This is Cancer energy. Some people say it's Pisces and Virgo as well. That's up to you. I try not to get stuck on those things because it's really just a matter of what fits better for you. Anyway, now we're in this full ability to really be separate from everything happening around us and Like, go within. The high priestess does not speak with words, okay? Really go within, intuitively process information, and see things with such clarity and also be connected to that spiritual realm of understanding. Okay, well, I knew, again, with the hangman, right? We were learning that process. We suspended ourselves upside down to start processing things in a way that serves us. Now in this high priestess, it's like she's not learning to do that. She just does that. And now she has all of this higher vibrational information available to her at all times. Okay. Very strong psychic connections, very high spiritual healing connections. It's all available to her. And she knows that ultimately in her space, she's always safe. The high priestess doesn't feel fearful about the future or worrying about the past. She's in the present and she feels safe there because she knows that everything will be okay and work out for her the way that it's meant to. Okay. Trusting in the process there. Okay. Let's get 3 cards of advice from Spirit about this reading. 3 cards of advice, Spirit. Okay, well, we have that 8 of Swords again. So, big focus on releasing ourselves from that mental prison. Okay, no more mental prison. We're not going to go there anymore. All right, not worrying about things. First of all, the majority of things that we worry about do not ever happen. Okay, sitting in your mind about the past is not going to do anything for you at this point, right? It's gone, it's happened. Focus on the lesson in that story. Where was it that you contributed? Where could you have not contributed? If that situation presents itself to you again in the future, now you know, I'm not going to contribute to that. I'm not putting my energy into that. Moving forward, now this is how I handle those types of situations. Okay? Stay out of that mind. Knight of Wands, sacral chakra, solar plexus chakra. Find what it is that excites you and don't stop moving towards it. Okay? Keep your eye on your passions. Keep your eye on your excitement. Keep your eye on your creativity and don't look back. Okay? And that'll also help you to have the time to focus on things like this 8 of Swords, right? If you're just truly focused on your highest excitement at all times, as often as you can, perfect, amazing. You won't have time for that. You're not going to have time to be up in your head. And here we have the Hermit. Now we're learning, when we are in our mind, are we using it for our highest good, or are we using it to self-sabotage? Okay? Because this Hermit has that star in his lantern. All right? So we're using our alone time and the time we spend in our head to, and again, with the Hangman, there's a lot here. You may want to meditate. You may want to do some walks with some music of healing frequencies, quiet time. All right. There's a lot here about taking a time out, but using that time out to not do this to yourself. Right. So with that Hermit, this is all about using your time alone wisely, all right? And using it for wisdom and growth and moving towards your dreams, and not using it to self-sabotage. And that's exactly, I think, the point of this reading here, right? We have all of these masculine and feminine counterparts, starting with the first card, okay? And in order to find all of this balance and reach whatever the star card is and whatever you're working towards in that Capricorn card, and reaching that feeling of the sun, right? Attaining that, we're going to use the time for it, or use the time that we are in our brains to grow, become wiser, and attain our goals and reach our star card. Okay. He's not spending his time in solitude thinking about, oh man, am I going to have enough money to make my car insurance payment? Um, I let so-and-so borrow my shoes 3 months ago. Why isn't she giving those back? That's not what he's doing here. Okay. We're not going to use our brain for those types of self-sabotaging thoughts anymore. Use it to find your star. Okay. With that said, we're going to grab 2 chakra cards to see the chakras that Spirit would like us to focus on at this time for healing. Okay. 2 cards, please, Spirit. Oops, hold on. That's gonna all. One more, please. Perfect. Creativity. Creativity. We have the Sun card there. We have this Empress. We have this Knight of Wands. Definitely focus on things that fulfill your inspiration, fulfill your excitement, really keeping you focused on positive sun energy here, Leo, creativity. Focus on that. That is where you're going to start raising your vibration. So even if you don't meditate, even if you don't do yoga, even if you don't do things that are considered ways to, work with your chakra system or energy system, just doing something you love raises your vibration. Figure out what that is for you, okay? And do it. And then we have I am presence, okay? Crown chakra, all right? High vibrational, be present. Use your time alone to serve you, and focus on the things that are helping you attain your goals, not judging yourself, okay? This is a very important time of being that person, that guide for yourself that you may have been looking outside of yourself to find. Okay. You have a lot more ability and a lot more connection to a lot of spiritual healing information than you think. And you are presence. Okay. Take the time you have alone to help you reach this high vibration. Okay. And we're going to take 1 card from a yogic path. 1 card, please, Spirit. One more, please. One more. 1 card, please, Spirit. Okay. Dhyana. Let me just find that in here. 75. When was the last time you fully became immersed in what you were doing? Dhyana is when the dancer becomes the dance, the singer becomes the song, the painter becomes the paint, the lover becomes the love. There is no difference between the doer and the deed. You merge as one. Okay, we're back to the Shiva Shakti energy again, and all of this balance of the emperor, the empress, the queen of swords, the king of swords. You have pulled the I'm sorry, hold on one second. I just lost my place. You have pulled the Dhyana card to remind you that now is the time to transition from doing to embodying. Find that which you can merge with and practice it. Become the words in your journal, the asana in your practice, the nature with which you surround yourself with, and notice your presence expand. Okay. And now we're going to grab one card from Wisdom from the Epics of Hind. And this is a very I do love this oracle. It's Epics from Hind is what India used to be called. That's why people are called Hindus, even though that became a religion. So it's kind of a very funny little oracle. So it will tell you the story, this epic from Hind, and then it will tell you like modern ways of applying it to your life. But it's almost a little goofy, but for some reason I just find it very endearing. So we're gonna grab one card from this here. One card, please, Spirit, to guide us at this time. Okay. Okay, Urmilla's sleep. Okay. And there might be, again, some names in here that I have to like sound out because some of these Hindu and Sanskrit names there's like so many syllables. I look at it and immediately I'm like overwhelmed. Okay. When Lord Rama was exiled for 14 years, he prepared to leave the palace along with his wife Sita and younger brother Lakshmana. Lakshmana's wife, Urmila, who was also Sita's younger sister, begged to accompany them. Lakshmana refused as he wanted her to be safe and he also wanted to be focused on serving his brother. So he persuaded Urmila to stay back. Since Lakshmana wanted to watch guard over his brother, even at nights, the goddess of sleep blessed him with the ability to go without sleep for 14 years, provided his wife shared the sleep that he was foregoing. Urmila agreed, thus fell into a slumber of 14 years. It was because of Urmila and her enormous contribution that Lakshmana was able to slay a demon who could only be slain by a man who hadn't slept for 14 years. Questions to ask yourself. Are you getting enough sleep? How is the quality of your sleep? Do you have the fear of missing out that puts you through unwarranted stress? Do you feel absent-minded? How are your energy levels? Well, all of those things apply to me right now. I've been sleeping so weird and never feeling rested. Actions to take. Go to sleep before 11 p.m. in complete darkness without any electronic gadgets near you. 2, set a bedtime routine like washing hands, feet, and face with warm water and do slow, intentional breathing before bedtime. Get yourself tested for nutritional deficiencies. Honor the needs of your body. If you are exhausted, take a nap. Feeling lazy frequently is a clear sign of either lack of rest or poor nutrition. Do what is needed. You need rest. Rest well and watch your productivity increase manifold. As you sleep tonight, as you sleep tonight, every atom in the universe sends you deep healing. Okay. Not really connected to any of the reading, but perhaps you need to get some sleep or have better sleep. And I totally resonate with that. Um, anyway, we're done with this reading for today. I'm going to probably move on to archangels after this, and then we'll come back to Hindu at another point in time. If you like this reading, please like, share, subscribe, all the good stuff. And if you'd like a personal reading, my email is in the comments. Thank you so much. Bye bye.